Oh, hey. This is another dumb shit from the internet. I'm also the dumb shit from the internet. I just want to make sure that I own that. I got it. So this is a conversation between Luxtium and another dude. It goes like this. Now Luca has those Atlas over one of Polo Reef's tanks. Shake my head. What a disgrace. That's because Telegram bullied Polo into buying some. Total bullshit. Go ask Polo. I really don't remember mentioning Atlas, nor have I ever direct messaged Polo. So any communication that I've had with Andrew Sandler is on his Facebook group. So go find it. Dude replies, no way. Way back. Don't you remember how he was calling out Polo for having Tulio come over with a UV meter for some testing? I did. Because, it's Reef Bright. No thanks. Don't you also remember how Tulio was showing Polo a Reef Bright warehouse UFO light? And Telegram, oh shit, that's me. Telegram called Tulio out for copying. Yeah, I probably did. That's fair. I'm sure behind the scenes, there was an outrage. Jesus Christ. You pissant little bitches. An outrage and a push to get Polo to install Luca's. Oh, Luxtium, you didn't include an apostrophe. Luca's lights instead. That didn't happen. Go ask Andrew. Go ask Luca. Here's where it gets fun. This one's a long one. I really like when people screenshot shit because it matters. Yeah, so Telegram is incredibly upset that I came out with unburnable lenses and a spectrum ratio that his Chinese OEMs can't match. No, I'm not. Little brother came out with some unburnable lenses. Okay, like it's not his material. He's just using somebody else's material and he applied it for lenses. Cool. I think you'll find that Illumimagic, that DeLua cells, have very similar lenses because those don't burn either. And they're lifetime warranty. Just like Luxtium's. But I'm not incredibly upset because I don't care. That's like a solution in search of a problem. I have no lights here that have burned lenses. Wait, that's not fair. One of my Alley E bars, when I started driving it a little hot with different spectrum, when I pulled it out and put it in my oven and modified the LEDs, that one cooked the lens. Oh wait, I have Reef Brights. They cooked lenses. No, they're not lenses. They cooked their diodes. But I'm certainly not incredibly upset. Cool. Keep making lenses for lights that don't matter, like old primes and old hydras. But yeah, not upset. And it's not like you came up with some magic related to a spectrum ratio that Chinese OEMs can't match. Sure they can if they want to. You just ask them and they do it. That's not a big deal. This is a real, you'll love this. This is a real threat to his business model that can hurt his businesses financially. So he is enraged. I am not enraged. Like, is this how children these days act? Right? Early 20s dude. College educated. And he's using words like incredibly upset. That's a phrase. Enraged. Yeah. I don't even have a business. I don't make any money off of this hobby. Okay. He already calls me various descriptors, God damn it, behind closed doors in his secret group he has. Here's my secret group. You know what? Jay Moran used the same phrase, secret group, when he was talking to me, when he was trying to determine the identity of the gentleman behind Luxtium. Some dude who pretended to be Tim Solar, but that's fake. That's not his real name. That's not his real picture. But anyway, my secret group is a public Discord. Hit me up. DM me. You want access? I'll give you access. This is not a secret group. It is a word of mouth. It used to be widely published, like on my videos and Instagram or whatever. If you want in, let me know. If you're a dick, I'm going to kick you out. I will generally confer with others before I do that. But if you're whatever, if you're not cool, we're going to have a talk. If you're not cool, I'm going to bump you. And that's okay. There's plenty of other groups out there. Oh, by the way, that's where this came from. Another Discord. But I know everything, right? So he already calls me various descriptors behind closed doors in a secret group he has. But I know everything. You don't know everything. I can tell you that. You don't know when to shut the fuck up and not share shit like this because, the internet's forever. Both him and his business partner, Quanta, you missed a comma there, are so scared of me that they both block me from their Instagrams so they can go on maniacal rants and disses. This is an angry little motherfucker. This is what California does. Luca is not my business partner. I have zero interest in Quanta. I make no money from Quanta. Luca gives me lights occasionally. I haven't seen the Helix yet. I don't have one of those. I have an Atlas, and I have old Quanta Pros, 2 of which I gave away. 2 more I'll give away when I get a hold of the dude. But I'm not Luca's business partner. I'm not. I never I did block him because he's kind of a douche. And he and like 3 others, they have this little goat rope they do. I don't need to see it on the regular. If I go looking for it, that's my fault. But I don't need to see it. It's like life. If you don't like people, you just stop talking to them. You don't try to hang out with them. You make them go away. I never expected to see such cowardly act from someone more than 2 times my age. It's closer to 3. And this isn't cowardly. You know how to get a hold of me. Like back when you were telling me that you were dredging now Aperture websites for information, looking for things they haven't shared. And like when you were complaining after I got the Sky and you all but begged for data, you were very demanding, kind of a douche. When you were demanding data from the Neptune Sky, and then you blamed Neptune for stealing, I don't know, your diode, your spectrum, your whatever. I mean, I have all that. Maybe Jim is growing senile. Yeah, sure. That's cool. Maybe. Am I senile?
No, I don't think so.
No. The missus says no. I don't remember everything. She says I remember everything. I don't remember everything. Some shit. I just don't care anymore. Or maybe he's a bigger narcissist than we all thought, needing an ego massage from his minions every week. So this minions thing started with Greg Carroll. Then David, Farm Frags, he grabbed a hold of minions. Like, it's just fucking sad. Narcissist. Maybe narcissistic tendencies. But like full-on narcissist? Like this is one of those narcissistic tendencies. This direct, whatever the hell this is. I suppose this is indirect. But whatever I'm doing right now, I suppose that's a narcissistic tendency. But this is also therapy for me. This is something I've talked about with other folk my age, right? There's those who feel you don't feed the trolls, and that's fine. There's those like me who enjoy mocking the trolls, mocking the people who say shit like this. I'm okay with that. And if that's a narcissistic tendency, so be it. I own that. Here's where it gets fun. In his eyes, people who follow him are his tools. Education tools, learning opportunities, cool people with different backgrounds and experiences from whom I can learn things. And generally the people who hang out with me in like Discord or Instagram or whatever, I'm sure if you asked them, they may have taken one piece of information I've provided that they found valuable and done something with. It's sort of a give and take. I learn things, they learn things. We have fun. Tools? I don't know. Educational opportunities? Hell yes. He may prey on low IQ folks in hopes he can get them to buy products he pushes. That's a dick thing to say. He's saying, if y'all follow me, you got a low IQ. This guy, he reminds me of the people who are always the smartest people in the room. I prefer to be the dumbest. You guys decide. His engagement follower ratio has dropped, so he's scrambling to create content. Maybe malicious soap operas will help bring it back. I don't know what that means. I don't know what engagement follower ratio means. I don't pay attention to any metrics associated with my social media, whatever the hells. I don't care. That's not why I share what I share. I share what's on my mind. If you don't like what I'm sharing, don't follow me. I mean, life is simple that way. See what I said prior. Like, I'm not paying attention to my social media, whatever the hells. I don't care. It's like the people that say I do things for clicks, or they say other people who do. I'm not monetized. Clicking does nothing. I don't make any money from the hobby. I get free shit from time to time. That's it. But I'm not making any money from the hobby. So whatever engagement follower ratio means, it's not hurting me, nor am I benefiting from it. Whatever it is, deep inside, both of them know they're white labelers who have never made anything from their own hands to contribute to the betterment of the hobby.
That sounds racist.
That sounds like the dude who used to run Clearwater. First, I don't white label shit. I don't offer any merchandise. Nothing. I don't sell anything to the hobby. I don't white label anything. And I'm assuming by this he means that Luca, who has spent a lot of time offering products that have features that most all other lights in the hobby don't actually have. Like the Quanta Pros were highly modified RFI bars. Over twice the diodes per length than any RFI made. Helix quadruple the diodes. And the Atlas is really, really modified. So I don't that's not white labeling. I mean, Luxtium creates pucks and lenses for old ass AI products. Like, that's it. And he's using technology now. He's using technology that Luca introduced before Luxtium did. I don't get it. I'm not a white labeler. And I think if you talk to Luca, he would absolutely challenge that position. But to Luxium's point, I personally, and I agree with this, I have not made anything from my own hands for the betterment of the hobby. True. I share info. It's not a tangible thing. You can't hold my info. Then Luxium goes on and shares the first message that Luca ever sent to Luxium. It is Telegram tells me you know things about LEDs, fish tank LEDs, like Gen 5 Radeon heat sinks. At least that's what this message shows. Here's Luca's first chat with me. Here's some fun stuff. They used me as their brain trust for a while before I knew what they were really up to. Luxtium engaged with me. First time. I didn't go seeking anything from him. And then he got very demanding for data. Specifically information on the sky. This was before the pucks were out. This is before they were publicly available. This was when he was still testing pucks. I bought one. I mean, there's one up here. This is when he was still testing pucks with people, which he did a good job on. He tested those fucking things for a really long time. And although I've not put mine in my prime, non-HD, I have one. And one day I'll get to it. Like, I supported that kid. I helped him. I didn't use him for information. Nothing he's done has benefited Quanta. Nothing. If anything, what Quanta has done has benefited Luxtium. From hardware to phrases like Fat Blue to phrases like Find Out Friday. Stupid shit. This kid copies. Anyway. They were ripping, I love this one. They were ripping off my work left and right and calling it their own. No? Oh, actually, Luxium, he did a cool thing where we were able to test spectrometers. I think this was for a school project, but he sent me a light, Luca a light, and we all tested our individual spectrometers to better understand the calibration of those spectrometers. And then he created this super bitchin' table showing all of our data So I know exactly how far off my spectrometer is. And like if you averaged them together, like all of them are going to be off. Those are the Hopocolor ones, not the Ubertech. Like that was cool. Like he used us. Like if you're going to use it, whatever, that was value information for me, but he used us for data, for information. I can speak to myself, I suppose. So he used me for data. He absolutely did that. They're ripping off my work left and right. But again, I don't create anything. I don't sell anything to the hobby. I think a lot of anger built up inside of Jimbo's head because I restricted him from my stories and posts. I didn't notice that my stories are posts. I didn't notice that I was restricted from his stories and posts. And if I'm going to go poking around somebody's story, I do that with third-party software because I want to be able to download the story and use it for fun. Like I don't look. He's blocked. I blocked him, but I still see his shit because if I want to go looking, like if I want to make my brain crazy, and I go look, I can go look. I look today, just for fun, just to see. That's probably not healthy, is it? I think there's one more. A lot of anger built up inside of Jimbo's head because I restricted him from my stories and posts. I'm not angry. Like, this isn't angry. Like, you can't make me angry. His informant. I like this one. Should I read this? He claims that I have an informant that screenshots my stories and shares them with him. Is this Luxdium or is this? Yeah, this is Luxdium. That doesn't happen because I go get the stories myself. Here's the website. If you want to see somebody's story without clicking it, or you've been blocked, or you've been whatevered, go to storysaver.net. You can save Instagram stories. There's another one that saves videos too. I like those because then I can grab live streams and talk shit about them. For the same reason, because of like mis and disinformation. I don't make anything. I don't make any money from this hobby. I make money from my job. I don't make any money from this hobby. I don't make any money from any hobby. This kid, and that's not, I don't use that in a derogatory way. Like Salem or others who are younger. And I've told this story several times. I'm in the Air Force 18, 19, almost 20 years. My boss could be a second lieutenant coming in right out of college. Totally respect what that person has done. Totally respect what that person will do. And it's my job to keep that person out of trouble. And it's that person, a brand new Air Force second LT, to take care of me. It's a partnership. We work together. So this age thing isn't a thing for me. I don't care if you're young. But this kid is acting like a child. I'm not angry. I'm not whatever words were used in this private DM with a third party. I don't care. But I do enjoy sharing. But I do enjoy sharing dumb shit from the internet from time to time. And this is certainly one of them. I think Luxdium should make his own goddamn fixture. Hurry up. I think that would be pretty cool. And then we'll see how it does. Because I kind of have a feeling it would work really well. But if he does that, he should probably get somebody to take care of his marketing. Because you can't be like you are and expect to do well. Because eventually you're just going to piss people off and they're not going to like your product anymore. So, short story, don't be a dick and try to sell shit to the hobby. It didn't work for Clearwater. Don't be a dick and try to sell any product. Because it'll absolutely turn off people like me. Senile old folk. Happy reefing, y'all.